So recently, Marcus Rashford came out online in an interview with ITV to talk about his form, how he plays, and what has happened to him over the last couple of years. The England international broke through at Manchester United under Louis van Gaal as a 19-year-old. And then now this is pretty much around maybe 8-9 years later. And then he's come out to say that the reason why, form has been an issue, just to paraphrase, is the fact that he has been in too many inconsistent environments, including obviously the change in managers and all of that, multiple signings and playing with different systems and tactics. If you look at Marcus Rashford, he basically played under Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ralf Rangnick, Michael Carrick, if we're going to call short-term ones, Erik ten Hag, and then now under Ruben Amorim last season. He's had 2 seasons under Erik ten Hag, and those were his best seasons, especially the first one where he scored over 30 goals. Now, the truth is, I feel like we could blame the entirety of Manchester United as a whole. When you look at it from the perspective of, obviously, the club has been going through a revamp for years since the Glazers took over. And then now we have Sir Jim Ratcliffe trying to work on football operations and all that. But also, Rashford has a blame. The earlier he basically accepts it, the better it would be actually for him to actually, move on with his career and find some consistency. Albeit he's been scoring goals at Barcelona, albeit just 3 goals in 5 with 2 assists or thereabout, whatever the stats are. But the fact is, he has some part in this blame, and that has to do with his character, attitude, and his application throughout his time at Manchester United, especially with all those night outs and all those partying and flexing and all of that. Let's not also forget the fact that he also made an impact in 2020 during COVID times when he was doing the school meals program and all of that. But then his attitude, anytime he had issues, we would back him and all of that, even when fans were climbing on him, and when fans were going for his head. Marcus Rashford, would be backed by some of us who were backing Rashford to deliver and all of that, albeit hoping that his 30-goal season will come through again. But last season he didn't deliver. When he had the chance to play, he didn't play. He had an attitude problem, was having issues with the manager back and forth, when we know that his ceiling was really high. So now he's 27, probably realizing some things, but the fact is he has a role to play, and then the club also has a role to play. And that is what Sir Jim Ratcliffe is trying to fix with football operations and, putting the right people in the right places and all of that. It's not Amorim's fault that Rashford doesn't get to play, because the fact is, if his attitude was right, he'd probably be one of the leading strikers without question. But it is what it is. Rashford has come out to say what he has to say, and in truth, he has a part to play, and then the club has a part to play. I've done a full breakdown about this, on YouTube. You're going to want to hear and see what I found out online. So let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section, and follow for more.